Looks like our draft is starting here, and our rare is Renegade Krasis. Also in this pack we have Gruul Warchant, we have Toil and Trouble, Rot Farm Skeleton, Krasis Incubation,
So much green.
Thrashing Moss Dog, Punish the Enemy. Quite a few good cards. So I guess Renegade Krasis is very good, but
We're not gonna get that
yeah, not
second
extremely
ability
relevant in this format in particular. If this were a full block, it would probably be much easier to
going.
justify picking it since it's monocolor. I think my pick is really Punish the Enemy because it's red. The only other red cards we're passing are Gruul Warchant and Morg Burst, so we're not passing too much of a signal. Keeps us on a monocolor, and Punish the Enemy is very good. It's removal.
I think Punish the Enemy is a great card, and I'm happy to pick it up first.
Okay. There's also Thrashing Moss Dog, but like you said, there's a lot of green we're passing here, so it's more likely we're playing red something else.
Yeah, I
But
feel like red,
we'll
blue,
see.
red, white.
For now, we're just staying open and picking the best cards,
Yeah.
and Punish the Enemy is very good. So I feel comfortable first picking that. Alright, second pick, there's a Blood Scrivener, another Punish the Enemy, Thrashing Moss Dog.
There's Windrake here too.
Windrake, I think I'm cool with another Punish. Stay on color, it's still a powerful spell. It might seem like it's expensive, but I feel like it really does the job most of the time. Sometimes it just cleans up. Okay, next pick we have Rebel Belt Maka. There's also Krull Warrior, Ubulsar Gatekeepers, Selesnya Guildgate.
I kind of want the Maka.
I'm cool with the Maka. Maka's we talked about how versatile it is. It's an excellent card, especially even if you get like 100 of them in this format. It's still
this is the best card that has that features one of the old keywords.
Yeah, and you see a lot of them because it's common and this is a small set. Happy to take the Maka. All right, next pick. Wow, a third Punish the Enemy. There's also Blast of Genius and more.
Windrake.
I think at this point we take the Blast of Genius. Blast of Genius, the amount of value that you get out of this spell is absolutely insane. It's 6 mana, choose target creature or player, draw 3 cards, discard a card. It deals damage equal to the discarded card's converted mana cost to that creature or player. Really strong. I very much like this card. I think it's worth picking over the Punish the Enemy. Woodlock Crawler's annoying, but not currently against us.
I mean, Punish the Enemy is like a 2-for-1 all the time.
True. So that's potential, but I think there's enough value with Blast. I really do think this card is that amazing.
Differentiator.
Yep.
Okay.
Even though it's putting us into a second color, I think generating 3 cards out of it is absolutely insane.
They're Ascended Law Mage or Nivik Cyclops.
Okay, so we have Nivik Cyclops, Ascended Law Mage, Pilfered Plans, Hidden Strings, Maze of Bomb. Oh, accidentally picked the wrong card. Shit. Unfortunately, I really wanted the Nivik Cyclops actually because we had enough ways to make it work. Accidentally picked the wrong card. That really sucks. Did not mean to click that. I guess we can
still potentially play it, but
I mean it's a powerful card. It's just totally not what I wanted, unfortunately. You can still go these 3 colors potentially.
And it's actually not bad with Morg Burst.
You mean Blast of Genius or no?
If we pick up Morg Burst,
it's actually not bad with Blast of Genius either.
It's real, and actually Blast of Genius, Morg Burst work.
I really just didn't want to devote to a 3rd color there. I would have taken. We didn't pass anything super substantial. I don't think we passed the Nivik Cyclops, which would have been cool.
I would have actually rather taken the Ascended Law Mage there, to be honest, and
maybe gone for that 3 color America
because we're 1 of each color right now. You know, nothing costs 2 of anything. So
despite the misclick, it's not the end of the world. Like we said, Maze Abomination is actually a strong card.
Very good. I really like it.
It's probably
it was a little early to pick it, but
it's probably the second best maze creature. First being
I think it's between Glider and Behemoth.
The Glider gives evasion, so that one.
But Maze Abomination on its own is a 4/5, kills everything, you know. And this is one of those cards that Scab Clan Giant can't kill.
High toughness Death Touch creatures are a very good commodity to have.
And the power is good too. So it's not like a 1/5 where your opponent's like, oh, I'll just not block it. You know.
So it still attacks well and it punishes them harshly for blocking. So it is good. I like the removal we have right now. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, so now we have Is It Guildgate? There's also Fatal Fumes, Catch and Release, which is good, and Weapon Surge. So it's Guildgate, Weapon Surge, or Catch and Release. Catch and Release is the only active treason effect in this set, and it's a rare. We're not most likely going to be able to make release work. So I think you're right. Let's turn our Blast of Genius on. Also start to turn on some gatekeepers.
Yeah.
We're going to see plenty of gatekeepers probably.
Yeah, I don't want anybody else to take advantage of the gatekeepers as much as we got our butts handed to us that last time.
Yeah. Gatekeepers are very good in Triple Dragon's Maze. Every pack has a guild gate. So this next pack has Smeltwort Gatekeepers. It also has
2 clue stones.
Renounce the Guilds, which is that rare, and 2 relevant clue stones, Rakdos and Is It. I think we take the Gatekeepers.
Okay.
It's a 4-drop, yes, but I like Active Treason. Actually, that is the other Active Treason effect in this set. But we already have 1 guild gate, possibly get another. All right, next pick, another Gatekeeper. There's also Thrashing Moss Dog, Golgari Cluestone, Selesnya Cluestone. That's about it. Clear a path, maybe. Let's take another Gatekeeper. I'm okay with that. Like I said, we can pick Gatekeepers up early and then focus fire on some gates. Just need to make sure we get 3. All right, so this next pack has Toil and Trouble. Target player draws 2. I feel like Toil and Trouble is probably the pick here. Yeah. There's also Hired Torturer, who's fine. Hired Torturer is fine. But let's take the...
I think Toil and Trouble is our best bet.
I agree.
Actually.
We can potentially play it.
Best if we get the Nivix Cyclops.
We can potentially play both sides, and the fact that it's like a Sign in Blood sometimes too is cool.
Hired Torture.
Yeah, we can take the Hired Torture. It looks like black is probably the open color. Morgburst is in here too, which can be good value, but I'd like to pick up a Hired Torture. 2/3 is good.
Late anyway.
Okay, next pick we have Off for the Guilds, Drown in Filth,
Cluestone,
Dimir Cluestone. Let's take the Dimir Cluestone. It actually works with what we've got so far. It makes the Maze Abomination pick look.
We might want to ramp
like
a little
it
bit
actually
anyway.
worked. Let's take a second. Hired Torture here. There's also nothing else relevant for us. Pilfered Plans, Profit and Loss, Azorius Cluestone. Let's take the Pilfered Plans.
Yeah. We look like the most awkward Rakdos deck ever.
Yeah, it looks like we're definitely more. We'll take a Bane Alley black card. It looks like we're getting a clear signal that black is open, which makes the Maze Abomination pick actually
relevant.
Feel like it was a good pick. And it looks like our splash for the blast still is possible.
Potentially splash for Pilfered Plans as well.
Maybe we go deep. It looks like we've worked out the 3 colors that we'd like to be in.
Rakdos.
And we can.
Grixis, I guess,
last pick off for the guilds is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An okay sideboard card.
Yeah, so we actually have decent fixing already. Double Gatekeeper makes me kind of happy early because now we can really just make sure we get 2 more and I'm happy. All right, so the next pack we've opened Virals. Also in this pack is a 3rd Smeltwort. There's also another Robobelt Maka. There's also Maze Glider. There's also not much else. Okay, so really it's the pick here is Maze Glider, Smeltwort, Gatekeeper, Robobelt. I don't think it's Smeltwort. I don't think it's Azorius Guildgate. I think we take the Robobelt Maka or the Maze Glider. And which one do you think would be better?
I think that Robobelt's better.
I think I agree with that. Maze Glider is very good, but we don't have a ton of multicolored creatures, so even though it's pretty early, there's a chance we could get the Glider online. I think you're right. The Maka is just a really good card to have in multiples even. If we can pick up some more cheap creatures. The next pack has Warped Physique, another Smeltwort Gatekeeper, Boros Guildgate,
another Maka.
And another Maka. I think we can just get some more Makas. There's also another Maze Glider if we finally want to branch into that, but we were getting more of a signal that black was open, at least pack 1. Let's take the Maka.
We need some earlier creatures to take advantage of our Makas.
You're true, and these aren't doing it, the Hired Torturers.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another Punish the Enemy. There's also Riot Piker. Maze, BMS, but that's not on color. Let's take another Punish. I know we could take the Piker here, but
okay.
It's a slow format, and I really do like Punish a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, with Clue Stones, we'll be able to get to it easier.
Flux Charger here, Weapon Surge.
So there's Flux Charger, Maze Rusher, Nivix Cyclops, Weapon Surge, Zertod Druid. I wish we could play, but we cannot, sadly. Flux Charger is another 4-drop, which is a little bit awkward. It's also another Maze Abomination, but we just don't really have a lot to support it. I'm not opposed to Flux Charger here.
Much better with our Maze Abomination.
It's also Haunter of Night Vale, which we can make work in here, notably. But let's take the Flux Charger with all those punish.
Both of those are really good with our Maze Abomination, Haunter and Flux Charger. But
true.
I do think that Flux Charger is better with punish.
Yeah, we have the spell support for Flux Charger, so I say we do it. It's a good blocker too.
Attach it to red.
tons of 4-drops, unfortunately for us. But
we might not be playing Smelt Ward Gatekeepers if this keeps up, though.
We can play Bane Alley Blackguard if we have. I mean, the Makas, remember, are also double as attacking tricks. Hired Torturers look pretty bad here right now alongside the Makas, but Hired Torture is fine as just a blocker and trades with something if they're playing early spells.
With Boros Mastiff and
not trade, kills.
Kills and Viashino First Blade after the first turn.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible against a couple of the aggro strategies. Kills or trades with Battering Crisis even after evolving once.
Mm-hmm.
So
we definitely need some more cheap creatures, but
for sure, but we're in a good way. Ooh, Turn and Burn.
Okay. I think we take the Turn and Burn here. There's also Nivik Cyclops, Weapon Surge, Maze Rusher, and Maze Abomination in here. But you're right, Turn and Burn is just a really powerful removal spell. Really happy to see that and pick that up. Alright, the next pack has Runner's Bane. There's also
another Blackguard.
Another Blackguard, Toil and Trouble, and a Maze Rusher. I think we can probably take the Runner's Bane, just get more removal, but I don't think just for diversity as well. I'm not super excited about Bane Alley but Blackguard, and Maze Rusher seems a little bit unnecessary at this point, at this moment. Let's take the Runner's Bane. It's a playable removal spell, in my opinion. We have tons of removal now too. Alright, the next pack has Nivik Cyclops, and another Blast of Genius, Hidden Strings.
This is our Nivik Cyclops one, I think.
We could also take another Blast of Genius. I think at this point I think we actually do it.
Why?
Because it's that powerful. It really is that powerful.
I'm just looking at the things we want to discard to it, and it doesn't look like there's much that we want to be discarding. Like, I understand
we have so many 4, 5, 6
kill spell, but like Punish the Enemy is already like really strong, and we'd rather play those than discard them.
I really think it's that powerful, but I guess you're right. We need some more early game. Nivix works well with what we've got, so we can take it. Blast of Genius is just so remarkably strong. I really cannot stress enough how powerful that card is. It's so much value wrapped into one. Drawing 3, nuking a creature, it's just insane. Completely flips the board state. Oh, kill your most powerful creature, and I just got extra cards out of that deal. Insanely strong. Especially with the Clue Stones, and considering this is a slower format. But we are a little bit short on win cons, which is a good reason to take the Nivik Cyclops. Looks like we get another one here. It's also Weapon Surge and Maze Rusher, but let's take another Cyclops. Yeah. With the triple Punish the Enemy,
I'd really like
and the
to
Pilfered Plans, and
replace the Hired Torturers if possible, or at least get rid of one. So
yeah,
if we can
I agree.
More Cyclops.
Yep.
More Cyclopes.
More Cyclopes.
And we
haven't seen any other gates really, surprisingly, or good ones. Could take is it Cluestone here? You can also take the Maze Glider.
Either one's fine.
It's fine with the Nivik Cyclops, and well, Flux Charger already has it. So yeah, I guess that's true. We could take the Cluestone, help us get to our punish easier. Let's do that.
If we get a second Cluestone, we're done with Cluestones.
Now there's
Crypt Incursion for the person playing Virals.
Let's just take Is It Cluestone.
Okay.
Possibly play 3 if we hard up for stuff to play. And this we get a Crypt Incursion anyway, I guess.
Feral Animus. I think this is a hate pack. Like, what are we gonna hate? Because I don't want to see.
But you just said we pass the rolls. I've heard it's better, at least according to Frankel, to pick up a sideboard card rather than hating it.
Yeah. Okay. I just think Crypt Incursions.
I think if you can sideboard it, it's better to pick it. All right, Weapon Surge for sure here. There's also Leave Decree and Fido Burst and Azorius Cluestone. But Weapon Surge with our Cyclops is just going to be excellent.
Nice.
We get a third Nivik Cyclops, so
let's take it.
Yeah. So now we can really focus fire on that strategy. Probably hide the Torturers. Last pick, a Maze Abomination, is pretty impressive.
Do you think we'll be playing Rusher?
We may not even be playing black necessarily. May not have to.
It's true.
We could just be Is It. And we look like we picked up
Take out Pilfered Plans.
There's a Stomping Ground here, which is a couple tickets, but probably don't need it. Okay, Far and Away is actually just a really powerful effect. That's going to be worth the Black Splash. We have the Namir Cluestone. We have a Guild Gate already to help us with that. Stomping Ground is worth like a few tickets. Actually, let me see how much it's worth. If it's worth like 4 still, I might just take it because these are so expensive. it's a little less than 3, so it's we can pick something better here. I think we take the far and away. We have the Cyclops strategy. We can splash for black. It's very powerful.
Even yeah, and actually, if we got both modes on,
and we've tabled this. I mean, this was close to a last pick, so we're gonna table it. Far and away is really good. All right, second pick, Ixava's in here. We can actually make Ixava work, even though it's just a 4-mana 4/4 attacker.
First strike haste is good enough.
Probably tabling this one too. Table the last one. It's also Boros Guildgate, just play to turn on our gatekeepers, but we might be just swapping them out. Ixava is a really strong. It's probably worthy of picking here. There's also another Weapon Surge, which I would like to turn on the Cyclops. Well, let's take the Ixava.
Yeah.
We could replace the Gatekeeper. It's a strong spell. Wow.
She's actually really good with
Mirko Vosk in here. Another Blast of Genius. Another Punish the Enemy. Armed and Dangerous, but can't really make that work. Could take just the Mirko Vosk because it's crippling on its own. It's a multicolor spell.
5-drop.
So you get it Death Touch with our double Maze Abomination.
And it has good defense. Like, Ixava's really great with Maze Abomination, actually, too.
I can see Mirko Vosk. He just takes the game over if he gets in a couple times.
Yeah, people are.
And we can get him on turn 4. Let's take Mirko Vosk. He's powerful.
Out of these. Dimir Guildgate.
Next, we've got Dimir Guildgate. There's also Rakdos Drake, Pilfered Plans, Opal Lake Gatekeeper. Not much else. So we're gonna take the Guildgate, get some more fixing. We do want to make the black work in here. All right, so now it's Spike Jester, Ubulsar Gatekeeper. There's also Gruul Guildgate, which we can just take to turn on our Gatekeepers. There's also another Maka, though, as well, which I did say we can play pretty infinitely. They don't work as well with the Nivix Cyclops. Yeah. They work fine with them, but just not as well.
At least they're only 1 red to
and Spike Jester is totally playable as well. Could just get the third Guildgate now to turn on the...
I don't mind that.
But we might be cutting them, honestly.
Okay, well then I'd rather have the Rubble Belt Maka than the Spike Jester. Because Nivix Cyclops kills Spike Jester.
Alright, let's take another Maka then. We have Cyclops now, Hidden Strings, Azorius Guildgate to get the third gate. But I think at this point, let's hide the Gatekeepers. They probably aren't necessary. We're probably not playing 3 Clue Stones, maybe just 2.
Hidden Strings works well with Cyclops.
Nivix Cyclops might just be the route to go with Punish. Let's just go for that route. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have so many spells at this point,
Weapon Surge, too.
And they're just such good blockers.
Yeah.
This is an interesting deck. Plenty of good cards to choose from. We may be able to consolidate, lower our curve a little bit. We can really focus on these Nivix Cyclops. So we can take a Pilfered Plans just to make us be able to attack with Nivix Cyclops, give us more value. Rakdos Drake, though, might be the pick because it's an evasive creature. Or a tad short, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the Pilfered Plans.
I think Plans.
Okay, now we have Ubulsar Gatekeeper in case we get another...
All of the guilds works well with Nivix Cyclops, too.
It's true. It's okay. I don't know if we're going to have space for it anyway. Probably don't have space. Ubulsar's decent, not even that decent against us, I guess, but it blocks like Mach. Let's just take the Gatekeeper in case we find a third gate magically. Hidden Strings actually works decently well with, and we already have a couple Pilfered Plans. There's also Rakdos Cluestone, which is playable in here, but we already have enough. All right, let's take the Hidden Strings. Weapon Surge, Nivix Cyclops the 5th. Do we want that? Let's count our spells. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
None there.
8, 9, 10.
11.
11. Yeah, that's enough spells. Let's take the Nivix. I like it. We're going gung ho that route. We may be able
to more Weapon Surge.
We may be able to really minimize black in this deck.
I would think so.
Just possibly because we can still play this as just far. We can take out the Pilfered Plans potentially, and if we can find maybe 1 or 2 more spells, we probably take out the Runner's Bane at this point. That's not what we're really about. We're much more about just instants and sorceries. Armed is cool with the Nivix.
Works well with Flux Charger too.
Yeah. All right. You're right. That's a good 10 damage out of nowhere. For cheap.
Works great with Hidden Strings too. Actually, multiple spells in 1 turn works really great with Nivix Cyclops too.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot that he gets bigger.
Yeah.
So maybe Weapon Surge wouldn't have been another Weapon Surge wouldn't have been the worst choice.
We might still be able to pick one more up.
Possibly. All right, now we have Rakdos Drake, which we can play.
Pick up Wear and Tear for sideboard against Clue Stones. I mean, in a pinch,
possibly.
you could even use it.
Let's take the Drake just in case, because I think we're probably cutting some Clue Stones, and it's decent against us. We really don't have much flying protection beyond Mirko Vosk.
Uncovered clues?
Yeah. If any deck was going to play it, I guess this would be the one. We're not likely to play it, though. I think we have enough value beyond it. I may not play the Clue Stones at all in this deck.
Might not have to.
And probably not the Maze Abominations either, even though they are good. Or the Maze Rusher. We might be able to just get away with a bunch of spells, Nivix Cycle. Like, this is a really interesting deck. We want to play all of our instants and sorceries, is really what it boils down to.
Well, the Flux Charger helps a lot, because that can still attack, you know.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we know what we're doing at this point. We know what our strategy is. I do like the Hidden Strings, actually. Alright.
That actually is not bad with our million Nivix Cyclopses either.
True.
It's not great.
It's sideboardable.
Yeah.
Probably not super playable in the Triple Dragon's Maze format. So, because this is such a small set, you end up with crazy decks like this. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's cool that we got 2 different guild leaders. 2 of the rare ones. Let's take the Nivix. Flux Charger, Blast of Genius, Armed. Yes. Yes. Probably. Let's get the Makas in there. Probably not the Gatekeepers. Punish goes in. Hidden Strings we're doing. Possibly that, but maybe not. We're only short 1 card right now. We only have 12 creatures, too. Which is a little bit short. I don't know. Guess we could pick the Maze Abomination. Yeah. So we can pick the Maze Abomination. It actually gives these things Death Touch on defense, so that's actually relevant. Let's count our spells real quick here and make sure we have a good amount. Non-creature spells, I mean. So no 2-drop creatures, I think it's still okay in this format only.
Once we get to Nivix Cyclops, it really won't matter.
Yep. And having 5 of them makes me feel more comfortable with that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is enough, in my opinion, to make Nivix Cyclops work reasonably.
We just have to kind of slow roll them, play out a bunch of Cyclopses.
I mean, I do kind of want Pilfered Plans in here too, but...
We could take it out in place of Toil Trouble. But
this also generates card draw, and we can actually potentially...
6 mana for...
Yeah.
You lose 2 life and take 2 extra damage plus your hand size.
Yep, I agree. Okay. This might be the best build we have. It's a little bit short on creatures, but it's okay. It looks a little clunky.
Yeah, but
I think...
If this is a format to try a clunky deck,
yeah.
You know...
No, you're right. And Mirko's a good finisher. Exava's a good attacker. Nivix Cyclops is a good wall to get through.
All of our 3-drops and
this
Flux
rebuilds.
Exava,
Punish is good.
Everything is pretty much good with Maze Abomination.
Okay. I can be satisfied with this. Quite the curve. Alright, so we're tons of red, so we're definitely base red. Very little black. This technically played straight blue, so this is more likely we want to play it with the black, so I guess it's kind of a black spell. But that's really it. We don't have a ton of black, so we probably only need maybe 2 more black sources.
Yeah.
You think?
I think 2, because there's
3
only
total. Does that seem right though?
3 total cards that you really need to cast with black.
True, but I would like to play Exava as soon as I can. I would like to play Mirko Vosk as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I might do 3. I'm not sure. Not doing a green, that's for sure. We need the red. But then this is 6 blue, 9 red, 4 black. That might be reasonable. I think I could probably get away with that. Kind of would like 5 red, but I do want the 6 blue for all these Nivix Cyclops. We need to make sure we hit that. I can't really decide if I want 3 black sources or if I want 3 black sources, 5 blue sources, or or I guess 6 blue, 4 black sources, 6 blue sources, or 3 black sources, 7 blue sources. I mean, we really do need to hit the Cyclops as soon as possible.
You only need 1 red. You know, you could cut to 7.
Okay, and then maybe add 1 more blue. Yeah. How about okay? How about
7,
this?
7, and 4. That's what that is, right?
No, 8 red.
Oh yeah.
7 blue, 4 black. Yeah, that might be the best route we've got. Okay. So overall, we're just gonna read the deck off to you before we end this podcast. Weapon Surge, Turn and Burn, Far and Away, Hidden Strings, Armed and Dangerous, Toil and Trouble, 5 Nivix Cyclops, Exava Rakdos Blood Witch, Flux Charger, 4 Rubble Belt Maka, 3 Punish the Enemy, Miracle Vosk, Blast of Genius, Maze Abomination. If you haven't already, follow us on Twitter at SeemsGoodMagic. Email me, Mortarpod at SeemsGoodMagic.com if you have any criticisms or anything you'd like to see. Like I said, this one's more just for fun for you to watch because there's not much to learn from it.
Yeah,
since Triple Dragon's Maze is just going to be going away, but it's cool to it's fun.
It's always fun.
It's a novelty. It's a novelty
once in a while.
Yeah, but I can't wait to do full block for you guys. Jake and I are going to start streaming that as soon as it's possible. Catch us live streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. If you want to support me, go to my eBay store at SeemsGoodMagic.com and just purchase some playsets and singles. I'm in the process of starting an MTGO bot. I need to look how difficult that is first, but I'm looking into that. So, all right, with that, done with the podcast. See you guys soon.
Later.